Hello, folks, and welcome to the Centennial Center here on the campus of Georgia College here in beautiful Milledgeville, Georgia. Sam Jones, Connor King here with you on the Bobcat Broadcast Network as Georgia College takes on the visiting USC Aiken Pacers. And Connor, it's a game the Bobcats should win.
Definitely. The Pacers do not look too good. First happy MLK Day to all your Bobcat fans as we are here at the Centennial Center. USC Aiken only comes in 0-8 in the Peach Belt Conference, 3-11 overall, compared to Georgia College, who comes in 6-2 in the Peach Belt Conference and 9-5 overall.
Not only are they 9-5 overall, they've won 8 of their last 9. They're riding a 4-game win streak, and just last Saturday, just a couple days ago, the Bobcats took down Lander. They were the number 25 team in the nation. Coming in, Centennial Center Bobcats handled them pretty easily, beat them by 9 points. And the reason I think the Bobcats have been playing so well, their defense has been phenomenal. Right now, they're second in the Peach Belt Conference in field goal percentage by opposing teams, only allowing 25% of their shots to go in. They're playing phenomenal defense. They're getting some great work from Kenyatta Storms, who's one of the top assisters in the entire conference, one of the best passers in the whole league. Also, Lee McGriff doing fantastic work, averaging 13.3 points per game, over 8 rebounds per game. She continues to be the leader as a senior for this team. On the other end of things, though, Emily Waters, 13.1 points per game. She's 9th in the Peach Belt Conference in scoring. She's going to be something the Bobcats have to keep under control today if they want to get out of here with a win. Should be a good one. We have about a minute left till start time. We'll see you back here in just a moment for starting lineups and more on the Bobcat Broadcast Network. Stay with us, folks.
Technologies, careers, society. It is impossible to predict the future. The jobs of tomorrow may not even exist today. At Georgia College, you will learn to be a critical thinker, to develop new ideas and out-of-the-box solutions, because those are the kind of lifelong skills you'll need in a rapidly changing world. The way we see it, it's not really about what you know. It's about how you think. Georgia College, your public liberal arts university.
Hello, folks. Welcome back to the Centennial Center on the campus of Georgia College. Just about to get underway. Before we do, we'll go ahead and take a look at our starting lineups. Today for USC Aiken, starting at guard, number 2, Sade Johnson. She's a redshirt junior from Orangeburg, South Carolina. Kiure Chandler gets the start. The junior from Powder Springs starts at guard. She's number 4. Number 11, Melik Tuwil gets a start at guard. 5'9" sophomore from Lake St. Louis, Missouri. Number 15, Marissa Bruce gets the start. She's a forward, 5'9", a freshman from Decula, Georgia. And number 22, Star Toomey, rounds out the lineup for the 0-8 in the PBC Pacers. For Georgia College, number 5, Kenyatta Storms, talked about her at the beginning of the broadcast, one of the best passers in the entire conference. She's a redshirt freshman from Alpharetta, Georgia. Gets the start today. Number 21, Lee McGriff, of course, getting the start for the Bobcats. She's a 6-foot senior from Sewanee, Georgia. Number 23, Brianna Davis gets the start, the senior from Rockford, Illinois. Number 32, Sydney Cleveland starts as well, the former North Hall Trojan from up in Gainesville, Georgia. And number 33, Erin Drennan, who's been having a phenomenal run as of late, gets the start for the Bobcats. She's a junior from Chicago, Illinois, checking in at 6'2". She will definitely have a size advantage today over the Pacers.
And we're all set to go here from Centennial Center in Milledgeville, as students here at Georgia College get set to return to their classes beginning tomorrow. But before that, we have some basketball action for you here on Georgia College campus.
It's kind of a nice thing to have when you come back on the day. You could either go back to your dorm and unpack, or you could come watch the basketball. I would rather blow some stuff off and come here and watch a good game, I think.
If you're in the area, please come on down to the Centennial Center. We have a good matchup for you. And we're just about to get underway. 10 minutes on the clock for the first quarter.
Lee McGriff will step up for the Bobcats. Take the tip. Bobcats in white and green, going from right to left across your screen. Aiken in the navy blue and red.
And we are underway. Bobcats will start with the ball.
Storms controls things for the Cats. Drops it off to Davis. Davis back to Storms. Storms driving in, kicks it out on the wing of Cleveland. Bobcats playing shell game right now. Davis drops it down low. Now back across to Storms. Storms cuts in, finds Cleveland in the corner. Bobcats taking their time here. Clock ticking down. Under 5 now. Storms. Davis with the 3. Off the glass and rebounded by Cleveland. Bobcats get a chance to reset. They used the full 30 there. They get the ball back anyway. Now McGriff down low. Cleveland back around once again. Davis to Storms, top of the key. Cleveland off a pick, bounces it low to McGriff. McGriff off the glass, no good, but there's Drynan, and she gets the foul, set to the line for the first time today.
No points on the board yet, and there we have our first foul of the game.
Like we said, Aaron at 6'2". None of the Pacers starting lineup right now. Above 6 feet. She's going to have a height advantage all day. This is the first, though. This is the second. Tough first time down the floor for the Bobcats.
Still no score with Aiken having the ball.
Aiken kicks it out. It's Two-Will. Now here's Chandler. Chandler back to Two-Will. Across the floor. Back around it goes. Two-Will on the wing. Bobcats once again stymieing defense from Georgia College. Don't get the defensive rebound though, but this time Drennan gets the loose ball. Now the Bobcats heading the other way. Slow start to this one. Cleveland in the corner, takes the 3 ball, gets it.
Bobcats on the board.
Cleveland's so good all year from behind the arc, shooting 34% from 3 land. Her 24th three-pointer of the year. Gets the Bobcats on the board first. Two-Will. Now here's Bruce. Bruce driving in and goes to the floor. No call. Ball does stay with the Pacers. Like we said, team's only shooting 25% against the Bobcats. That's second on the Peach Belt. I believe it's up there in the national ranks as well. Will drives in, kicks it out. It's Johnson, and she ran out of time. Pacers didn't realize the clock hadn't reset.
Nope, and Bobcats will get the ball back for free.
Once again, excellent defense from the Bobcats. Aiken on the lower end in total scoring in the conference this year. McGriff down low. Cleveland going to try another three ball. This one decides not to go in. Here come the Pacers. Will kicks it out. Chandler looking for anyone. She finds Toomey down low. Toomey fighting around Drinen, gets it off the glass and in. Nice little hook shot. Took some extra effort to get it.
3-2, Bobcats with the lead. 7 to go in the first.
Davis for three. Got it. Great pass from Drinen. Excellent vision. And Davis was all alone at the top of the key and just nailed it. 6-2 Georgia College with 6:49 remaining in the first quarter and another turnover. Free of charge on that one.
Bobcats ball.
Relatively no pressure there, Connor.
All 6 Bobcat points have been on 2 threes, so off to a good start.
Storms to Davis. Trying in the corner, now back up top. Storms kicks it out to Cleveland. That one tipped out of play, and the initial tip from the Pacers caused Lee McGriff to get a hold of it. And it skipped out of bounds.
It'll be Aiken ball. Brought up by Tarver.
Toomey, now Will. Up top, it's Chandler. Off the back iron and fight down low. Won by Toomey, and she walked. Was thinking about a pass to Johnson. Decided against it, but it was too late. Pivot foot was already moving. As Storms heads out. And then for the Bobcats at the 1 is Shea Tarver. Tarver around the top of the key. Now Davis. Davis going to pull up. 3 ball. Good.
9 points for the Bobcats. All threes.
It's a good trend for Georgia College if they can get the 3 ball working for the rest of the day. Finding a lot of open looks so far. Johnson driving in, looking for anybody in a blue shirt. Found Bruce, and Bruce misses the mid-range shot. Rebound Drinen. Davis speeding back the other way. Kicks it over to Cleveland for 3. And how about that? A barrage of threes from the Bobcats early on. And after the 4th one, Aiken's seen enough. Media timeout. 12-2 Georgia College. We'll take a short break. Back in just a moment as the Bobcats continue to just pour it on from 3 land.
Na 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 na, I love you so. I love you, I love you. La 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 la, la 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 la.
We're here.
Yay!
It's a short drive from your neighborhood to your naturehood. To find a neighborhood park or green space near you, visit discovertheforest.org.
Welcome back to the Centennial Center. Bobcats up early with 4 3-points. 12-2, 5:20 in the first. Sam Jones with the play-by-play.
Sydney Cleveland, Brianna Davis, the 2 with the pair of 3s so far. They're giving the Bobcats an early 10-point lead, not even halfway through the first. Aiken working the ball around. Two-will. Faked off. A Bobcat player found herself open for three, missed the shot. Rebound, though, Aiken. A couple of offensive rebounds so far for the Pacers. Haven't made much of it so far. In the corner, two-will across the floor, almost intercepted by Cleveland. And now, an open shot for Chandler. Rims out.
Davis and Cleveland with the 2 3-pointers each in the game.
And now Tarver going to get one of her own. 5 threes, and all Aiken can do is shake their heads. Holy smokes, the Bobcats not really known for their three-point shooting. Have been phenomenal so far, and to their credit, they're getting a lot of open looks.
3 is bigger than 2.
5 of them so far. A 15-2 advantage just midway through the first. Now a 3-ball from Aiken. That's an answer from Chandler. They get 15-5, back to just a 10-point advantage for the Bobcats.
3:50 on the clock.
Cleveland in the corner. Now down low. Out to Tarver for 3. This one doesn't fall, but there's Cleveland for the rebound. Easy layup. No one picked up Sydney Cleveland. And it's not a 3, but they'll take it.
17-5 Bobcats.
Big advantage early on, and defensive foul on the newly checked in Tiaja Wright. A few substitutions happening now. As Delaney Rotolo checks in for Georgia College. Celine Vega in for the Pacers. And here's 2-0 for 3. Off the front iron, but rebounded, an easy layup for Marissa Bruce. Also checking in for USC Aiken, number 30, Emily Waters. She's 6'2". It's a good matchup for Drennan. Surprised to not see her start as the Bobcats walk there. We'll give the ball back to the Pacers. Waters coming into the game, averaging 13.1 points per game, again 9th in the Peach Belt Conference. Bruce waiting patiently, finally found Chandler. Now here's Waters' first touch of the day. Waters driving in on Drennan, lays it up, no good. Rebounded by Wright. Now Davis coming the other way. Davis loses control of it and taken away by the Pacers. Waters on the break. Waters getting out in front of everybody. Makes this a 17-9 game. Waters cherry picking a bit there. Rotolo. Now Davis for 3. Just in and out. Good rebound by Drennan. Tarver thought about it, pulled it back. Now open 3 for Rotolo in the corner. Won't get it, but will head to the stripe for 3.
Bobcats work to get some 3 points here with number 35, Rotolo, freshman from Peachtree City, Georgia.
Just Delaney's second trip to the line of the year. She's 2 for 2 on the year. Make it 3 for 3.
Bobcats got their 3s. Now we can get the 1s.
Why not get the 1s 3 at a time, though? Nice and easy. There it is for Rotolo. That one had a little pinball effect on it. Hit about every single part of the rim and backboard it could before it fell.
1 more and it equals a 3.
There you go, 29.
Just like a 3-pointer.
Big quarter for the Bobcats. And the game plan is obviously to get as many shots as they can from perimeter. It's working so far.
2 minutes in the first.
Driving in is Bruce, no good. A few Bobcats are there for the rebound. Eventually ends up in the hands of Wright. Now Storms coming back quickly. Storms kicks it out. Rotolo again in the corner. Just missed it. Rebound Chandler. Chandler taking on the world. drives in, and no call. The Pacers will hold on to it. Chandler pretty reckless going in to the paint there. We saw Rotolo and Storms both there, no call. Probably a good no call on the part of our referee today. So far, Sydney Cleveland leading the way for the Bobcats with 8 points. Korea Chandler with 3 points for USC Aiken on top of the board. Vega inbounding. And here's Chandler. Over to Johnson. Shot at Johnson driving in. Kicks it out. 3-ball in the corner. Well long. Rebound again, though. Off the offensive glass for the Pacers. Waters down low. Waters with a good matchup. Will head to the line. Dale Attaway, 5'10". Tough to compete with the 6'2" Emily Waters.
She'll get to shoot 2 here. Aiken down by 11, 1:20 left.
Waters 66% three-throw shooter on the year. Makes her first. And for the Pacers, Alenia Ponder. Out went Chandler. Waters hits them both. And she'll head immediately out in place of Star Toomey.
2011 Bobcats, 1:20 left in the first.
Storms. Finds Tarver now. Here's Rotolo. In the middle was Wright. She hits the jumper. Tasia Wright, the senior from Denmark, South Carolina, gets on the board. 22-11 Georgia College. Just under a minute left in quarter number 1. Two-wheel. Steps back for 3. Got it. Aiken's closed the gap a bit here. 22-14.
Down by 8.
Excellent step back there from Two-wheel. Her first 3 of the day. Tarver looking for space. Can't find it right now. Rotolo is going to take the shot and missed it off the back iron. Pacers moving quickly. 21 seconds left in this one. Rotolo with a quick trigger, and Johnson traveled. Bobcats will have 15 seconds to get something in.
Bobcats currently up by 8 toward the end of the first quarter.
Storms, 10 seconds. Tarver back out to Storms for 3. In and out. That'll be Pacer ball. 2.7 on the clock. End of the game for just a moment is Chandler.
Pacers will need to be quick here if they want to get in 2.7.
They roll it out. Long shot from half court. Just off the glass, went wide. And the Bobcats, with an offensive clinic in the first quarter, put up 22 points. A whole bunch of 3 balls falling down. 22-14 the score at the end of one. Back in a moment on the Bobcat Broadcast Network.
We often get the question, where does the money go? More than 90% of NCAA revenue supports 89 championships and more than 1,100 member schools that give $2.7 billion in scholarships each year. Look around you. There are more than 450,000 student athletes competing every year, succeeding on the field, in the classroom, and in life. Bottom line, we put our money where our mission is.
What you've gained as a student will be just as important to you as what you did as a player. As long as you know that you made the effort to do the best of which you're capable, there's no failure. Success on 3.
There are over 400,000 NCAA student athletes. And just about all of us will be going pro in something other than sports.
Here at the Centennial Center, Sam Jones and Connor King, 22-14, Bobcats up in the second.
Bobcats took a whole lot of threes that first quarter. They were 5 of 12 from behind the arc. Took 15 shots, 12 of them threes. Worked out so far, though, 22-14 advantage for Georgia College. As Bruce looks for space in the lane, doesn't find it, picks up the dribble. Now Two-Will has it intercepted. Aaliyah McGriff with the steal. Aaliyah been quiet so far. As Cleveland pulls up on the fast break, McGriff going to get the rebound. And has it taken away. They actually ended up with a foul. Almost a great play by Aaliyah McGriff. Has it taken away and ends up with a foul to her name.
Aiken will take the ball up.
Kyrie Chandler is the guard, the junior from Powder Springs, Georgia. A whole bunch of Georgia names on this Aiken roster. Making the trip over to South Carolina to play college ball. It's a star Toomey driving in, now back out to Chandler. Chandler thought about pulling up, decided against it. Bruce into the lane. Now a whole lot of space for Chandler off the mark. McGriff will just let it run out of bounds. Bobcat ball.
Easy way to get the ball back.
That was the first really open look from three, I think, the Pacers have had all day. Didn't make the most of it. Bobcats again. Only allowing 25% of opponent shots to go in. Excellent defensive field goal percentage for Georgia College. Maybe be disappointed they gave up 14 in that first quarter, the way things were going. Pacers picked it up there late. Now Davis for three. Off back iron. Rebound by Chandler. Chandler leading the break. Finds Two-Will. Two-Will driving in. Tried to kick it down to Toomey. Didn't get it to her. Out of bounds. Well, just like the first quarter, it's taken a couple seconds to get things started in the second. After the Indians got revved up, though, in the first quarter, teams exploded for 36 points. Still waiting for the first points of quarter number 2 as Storms drives in, kicks it out. Now Davis with the ball in her hand. Storms. Corner, Cleveland. Back around we go. Storms directing traffic, gets it Davis. Davis pulls up mid-range, double clutch. And off the backboard and out, rebounded by Phoenicia Howard. Pick set for Chandler, off the pick, the three, no good. Rebound by Storms, long heave, and almost found Aaliyah McGriff. There were a whole bunch of arms and legs there.
Court shot.
It was a heck of a heave from Storms. It skipped off McGriff, though, they're saying. Pacer ball, Aaliyah didn't agree with it. A couple of changes here for Aiken, though, as Toomey goes out. Emily Waters comes in. Vega in as well for USC Aiken. Bobcats exchange Dryan in for Wright. Interesting change there for the Bobcats. I think they want Wright on Waters. They've done that a couple times. As soon as Waters checks in, Dryan heads out. Ta'Asia Wright takes over, guarding the 6'2" Emily Waters. Waters at the top of the key right now, not where the Pacers want her to be, I'm sure. Driving in, Phoenicia Howard drew the foul. Was it on the floor? They're saying it was. No trip to the line for Howard. Second foul for the Bobcats in the second quarter. Inbound to Chandler. Vega. Now back across to Howard. Bruce thought about it, pulled back. McGriff on Bruce. Tough matchup for her. Lee McGriff, one of the best defenders in the conference. Driving in was Chandler. Hit glass and nothing else, and kicks out a play. Bobcat ball. Aiken right now, 26.3% from the field. It's about the average for Bobcat opponents. McGriff from the corner, it's a 2. Still a pretty shot though from McGriff. Maybe not a high percentage shot. Bobcats will take it, 24-14. Driving in Howard. Howard lost control, stolen by McGriff. And they're going to say Leah walked. Got ahead of herself there, I guess. Sydney Cleveland heads out. Here comes Shay Tarver.
2 quick feet.
Started running with it before she had it, I guess. 24-14.
Aiken ball.
Things have slowed down considerably in the second quarter. Kicked out to Bruce. Too long. Fight for the ball. Waters tips it out of play. Bobcat ball.
Bobcats led off this game with 5 3-points to quickly put 15 points on the board. And now you see the score, they only have 24.
Bobcats 8 of 19 from the floor so far, 42.1%. 5 of 13 from 3. They've only taken 1 so far this quarter. Davis now storms, cutting in, finds Tarver. Tarver cutting inward. McGriff works it back out. Ball moving very quickly. Finds Tarver for 3. No good. Waters with the rebound. In the corner. Aiken working around McGriff, playing excellent defense. Shayla Baldwin in now for the Pacers, by the way, and there she is, Baldwin. Working on McGriff, got her up in the air. Didn't pull the trigger, and now scramble for the ball. McGriff on the break. And McGriff walked again, once again. Has a scoring opportunity taken away.
Very quick play there. Have to be careful. Remember the dribble.
McGriff doesn't seem to really disagree with any of these calls either. It's happened to her twice in a row now.
The Pacers will take the ball back with number 4, Storms. Excuse me, number 4, Chandler. Wrong team.
Chandler drops it off to Two-Will. Two-Will with the drive and found the glass on the baseline. Couldn't make the layup though. Davis leading the charge for the Bobcats. Tarver kicks it out. Davis now in the middle. Out to Tarver, cutting in, drop down to right. And a block called on the Pacers before Wright could go up with it. Ball will stay on the floor. That's our first media timeout. Bobcats not really getting the offense going in this one, but the defense is working just fine. 24-14 in quarter number 2, 4:46 left on the board. Back in a moment on the Bobcat Broadcast Network.
I guess sometimes things just happen. Devastating things. Your whole world changes in an instant. That's what happened to me the day my mother had a stroke. I'm Paul George, and I want you to spot a stroke fast. F, face drooping. A, arm weakness. S, speech difficulty. T, time to call 911. Protect the ones you love. Spot a stroke fast.
Back here at the Centennial Center, a very low scoring second quarter. As the second quarter is only 2-0 in Georgia College, leading to a 24-14 Bobcat score. We get underway with 4:46 to go in the second.
You're exactly right, Connor. After a 36-point first quarter, it's 2-0 midway through the second. Amazing. Bobcats trying to get back on track. Completely different ball game right now. Here's right down low, and this time she will head to the line. Got the foul before the break. That one was on the floor. This time she goes up with it. Foul will be credited to Shade Johnson.
Now the Bobcats can add to that too.
It's the second trip of the line today. The third trip of the line today for the Bobcats, rather. Tasia makes the first one, her third point of the day. Her fourth point of the day, 26-14 Bobcats. 4-0 in the second, as Connor King might point out. Pacers slowing things down. Chandler looking for options, found Johnson. Now Toomey around the two-wheel. Chandler. Well defended by Sadie Cleveland right now. In the corner, back out to Chandler. Cleveland still doing a nice job now. Has to work around a screen. Open three for Chandler, no good. Rebound by Tarver, kicked out to Davis. Tarver. Back to Davis. In the middle right. Now back out to Tarver for three. Off the glass and rolled around the rim. Decided not to drop. 26-14 still. Three ball has not been there in the second quarter like it was in the first. Chandler controlling the offense once again for the Pacers. Now two-will. Looking for anything. Davis fights through a screen. Tipped away by Cleveland, but picked up by Chandler, who hit the rim. And had it roll out on Tarver. Substitution here for the Pacers. As number 25, Lanisha Lee checks in. A whole bunch of folks come in for the Bobcats. Looks like Sydney Cleveland. Dale Attaway. And Kenyatta Storms all came in for Georgia College.
Pacers still looking for their first points in the second quarter.
Toomey kicks it back out to Will, and she'll take the long jumper. No good. Rebound Storms. Storms leading the charge. Tried to squeeze it through a couple bodies. Cleveland was down near the basket. Didn't find her. Chandler the other way. Back to Will. Chandler working around Sadie. Cleveland driving in. Off the glass. No good. Another offensive rebound for the Pacers. Coach Mo showing some frustration with that. It's happened a few times today. Toomey up and under, will head to the line.
Maybe this will put the Pacers on the board in the second.
Their first real opportunity. Foul going to be credited to Asia Wright. It's her second. Team third for Georgia College. Toomey makes her first. 26-15 now. 2:32 left in the half. Toomey starts low, throws it up, no good. But once again, another offensive rebound. Coach Mo not happy on the sideline. Now a three opportunity for the Pacers, no good. They have yet to make a field goal in this one in the second quarter. Sadie Cleveland. Kenyatta Storms, great pass down low, and it's Tasia Wright.
Nice find for the point.
A bullet, wasn't it? Kenyatta Storms winged it in there. Great job by Tasia Wright to immediately go up with it and off the glass and in. 28-15, Georgia College. Chandler with no room. Sadie Cleveland doing a great job on Chandler so far. Fights through a screen. Chandler found some room. Now kicks it out. Three ball. No good. Another offensive rebound, and the Pacers will head to the line. It was Shade Johnson. Folks, the Pacers have 12 offensive rebounds right now. That's just insane.
And sad, but only 1 point so far here in the second quarter. And it's
Stay at
still
1
1
point.
point.
Aiken 3-5 now from the line so far today.
I guess
But 12 offensive rebounds, Connor.
I guess Georgia College is doing something right if we're holding them to 1 point.
Well, if they could hold on to the ball once it came off the glass, it'd be possibly even worse as that one just hung on the rim. That's just mean.
Still 1 point.
In and out on the free throw. Pacers missed both of them, 28-15. Right back out to Sadie Cleveland, and 3 seconds called on Tasia Wright. Substitution for the Pacers as Johnson heads out. In comes Marissa Bruce. Aaliyah McGriff in for Georgia College. Out comes Tasia Wright. Chandler brings it up. 1:22 left in the half. Waters backing down Attaway, and hook shot up and in. First field goal of the quarter for Aiken brings them back within 11.
1:08 to go in the quarter.
Cleveland over to her sister. Now it's Sadie Cleveland. Sydney Cleveland for three. And an out. Rim has not been kind to anyone so far today. To Will. Open shot for Bruce, no good. Waters gets the board. Almost got the board taken away by Sadie Cleveland. Storms with 40 seconds to work. Over to Sadie Cleveland. Down to Attaway. Sadie Cleveland for three, just short. Back come the Pacers, it's Bruce. To Will now in the corner, three ball. Off the glass and in. Lanisha Lee called bank. 28-20. Somehow the Pacers are within 8 still. Bobcats have not capitalized on a lot of opportunities here to pull away. What's been a horrible quarter shooting for USC Aiken. Cleveland driving in, no good. Long shot from To Will, and that'll end the half. 28-20. Bobcats, a mixed bag so far in this one. Came out of the gates firing from deep in this quarter. Weren't able to hit a single three. A 6-3 second quarter, if you're keeping track at home, compared to a 22-14 first in this one. Either way, Bobcats take a lead into the break. A whole lot to work on, especially on the offensive glass. But we'll talk about that and more when we come back for our halftime report here on the Bobcat Broadcast Network.
Change is constant. Technologies, careers, society. Georgia College is not about landing your first job. It's about preparing for success in a changing world. From the moment you step on campus, you have an immediate sense of belonging. At Georgia College, learning takes place all around us. Our students are critical thinkers, ready to graduate into a complex world. Georgia College, your public liberal arts university. Technologies, careers, society. It is impossible to predict the future. The jobs of tomorrow may not even exist today. At Georgia College, you will learn to be a critical thinker, to develop new ideas and out-of-the-box solutions, because those are the kind of lifelong skills you'll need in a rapidly changing world. The way we see it, it's not really about what you know. It's about how you think. Georgia College, your public liberal arts university.
La 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 la, I love you so. I love you, I love you. La 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 la, la 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 la.
We're here.
Yay!
It's a short drive from your neighborhood to your naturehood. To find a neighborhood park or green space near you, visit discovertheforest.org.
Hey, Banks. Have a seat and let me make you uncomfortable. Up those grades, son, or the only position you'll be playing in college is sitting on me. You're still awake? Have a seat on old Mr. Bench. At least your buns will fall asleep.
Is this the one about the high school hotshot who gets benched in college?
Hey, man, T, move down.
It's a tearjerker!
We often get the question, where does the money go? More than 90% of NCAA revenue supports 89 championships and more than 1,100 member schools that give $2.7 billion in scholarships each year. Look around you. There are more than 450,000 student athletes competing every year, succeeding on the field, in the classroom, and in life. Bottom line, we put our money where our mission is.
What you've gained as a student will be just as important to you as what you did as a player. As long as you know that you made the effort to do the best of which you're capable, there's no failure. Success on 3.
There are over 400,000 NCAA student athletes. And just about all of us will be going pro in something other than sports.
I guess sometimes things just happen. Devastating things. Your whole world changes in an instant. That's what happened to me the day my mother had a stroke.
I'm Paul George, and I want you to spot a stroke fast.
F, face drooping. A, arm weakness. S, speech difficulty. T, time to call 911.
Protect the ones you love.
Spot a stroke fast.
Change is constant. Technologies, careers, society. Georgia College is not about landing your first job. It's about preparing for success in a changing world. From the moment you step on campus, you have an immediate sense of belonging. At Georgia College, learning takes place all around us. Our students are critical thinkers, ready to graduate into a complex world. Georgia College, your public liberal arts university. Technologies, careers, society. It is impossible to predict the future. The jobs of tomorrow may not even exist today. At Georgia College, you will learn to be a critical thinker, to develop new ideas and out-of-the-box solutions, because those are the kind of lifelong skills you'll need in a rapidly changing world. The way we see it, it's not really about what you know. It's about how you think. Georgia College, your public liberal arts university.
La 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 la, I love you so. I love you, I love you. La 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 la, la 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 la.
We're here.
Yay!
It's a short drive from your neighborhood to your naturehood. To find a neighborhood park or green space near you, visit discovertheforest.org.
Hey, Banks. Have a seat and let me make you uncomfortable. Up those grades, son, or the only position you'll be playing in college is sitting on me. You're still awake? Have a seat on old Mr. Bench. At least your buns will fall asleep.
Is this the one about the high school hotshot who gets benched in college?
Hey, man, T, move down.
It's a tearjerker!
We often get the question, where does the money go? More than 90% of NCAA revenue supports 89 championships and more than 1,100 member schools that give $2.7 billion in scholarships each year. Look around you. There are more than 450,000 student athletes competing every year, succeeding on the field, in the classroom, and in life. Bottom line, we put our money where our mission is.
What you've gained as a student will be just as important to you as what you did as a player. As long as you know that you made the effort to do the best of which you're capable, there's no failure. Success on three.
There are over 400,000 NCAA student athletes. And just about all of us will be going pro in something other than sports.
Welcome back. Halftime report here from Centennial Center. The Georgia College Bobcats have a 28-20 lead on top of the USC Aiken Pacers. First quarter, Georgia College came out strong, starting the score just 5 3-points to go up 22-14. But both teams cooled down in the second. Only got 6 points each to go 28-20 Bobcats here at halftime.
Thank you very much, Connor. Bobcats doing a good job defensively so far. Pacers only shooting 21.4% from the field, but right now getting killed on the offensive glass, giving the Pacers too many chances to throw shots back up there. They have 12 offensive rebounds so far compared to just 4 for Georgia College. Defensive side of the glass, though, both things pretty even, 13 apiece for each team. Bobcats came out and hit 5 3-pointers in that first quarter. Then after that, kind of fell off the map. They were 5 of 12 from three-land in the first. Only put 3 up in the second. Missed all 3, so 5 of 15 from behind the arc for the Bobcats. They're shooting 40.9% from the floor, though, today. Doing a nice job offensively. Just got to get the glass under control, like we said. 12 offensive rebounds for the Pacers. And you can see the frustration growing and growing with Coach Maurice Smith on the sideline with each offensive rebound from Aiken. But hopefully the Bobcats get things sorted out, and if they do that, keep playing defense the way they are, things will be pretty smooth for Georgia College and Coach Mo Smith the rest of the way. 28-20, your halftime score. Sydney Cleveland leading the way for the Bobcats, and the rest of the players on the floor in points. 8 points for her. 2 threes, a big part of that. She's 3 of 5 from the floor. Also 5 rebounds, so a good day so far for the junior from North Hall. Tasia Wright came in off the bench, dropped 6 points, 2 of 2 from the floor. A couple free throws as well. Brianna Davis with 6 points thanks to a pair of threes. Shay Tarver hit a 3 as well, give her 3 points. Jolene Rotolo went to the line for 3 and hit all 3 for 3 points. And Aaliyah McGriff with just 2 points so far in this one. She's had a little bit of trouble holding on to the ball. Has traveled a couple times in spots where she could have been on the break and gotten some easy points. On the other side of things, Emily Waters off the bench, 2 for 3 from the floor, has 2 for 2 from the line, 6 points and a rebound for her. Surprised she's not getting more minutes for the Pacers. She's done a nice job each time she's come in. Kyrie Chandler is just 1 for 10 from the floor so far, 3 points for her. Malik DeWill, 3 points for her on 1 of 6 shooting. Star Toomey, 3 points for her. She has a field goal and a free throw, and 2 points for Marissa Bruce. I'm going to wrap up the scoring totals for you at the break. Once again, Bobcats up 28-20. We'll be back with the second half in just a moment on the Bobcat Broadcast Network.
Technologies, careers, society. It is impossible to predict the future. The jobs of tomorrow may not even exist today. At Georgia College, you will learn to be a critical thinker, to develop new ideas and out-of-the-box solutions, because those are the kind of lifelong skills you'll need in a rapidly changing world. The way we see it, it's not really about what you know. It's about how you think. Georgia College, your public liberal arts university.
Na 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 na, I love you so. I love you, I love you. La 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 la, la 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 la.
We're here.
Yay!
It's a short drive from your neighborhood to your naturehood. To find a neighborhood park
1
or
minute
green space
away
near you,
from the
visit
start of the
discovertheforest.org.
second half here in Milledgeville at the Centennial Center on the campus of Georgia College. Bobcats lead 28-20 in this one. Been pretty smooth sailing so far for Georgia College. If they could just limit the offensive rebounds from the Pacers, they could pull away pretty easily in the second half if things continue as they were. It'd be interesting to see what kind of adjustments both teams made in this one. It'll be interesting to see if USC Aiken puts in Emily Waters a little more often this one. She's done well in the short time she's been in. She's the Pacers' leading scorer. Don't see her out there for the 5 to start this second half.
We saw two very different quarters in the first and second. High scoring on both sides in the first, and then very low scoring, only 6 points apiece in the second. So we'll see if that evens out here in quarter number 3.
For the Bobcats on the floor, it's Griffin, Drinan, Sydney Cleveland, Davis, and Storms. For the Pacers, looks like Chandler to Will, Johnson, Bruce, and Toomey. So out the same starting fives we saw in the first half. Davis going to pull up long too, no good. Rebounded by Johnson. Johnson leading the break, out to 2L, now down low to Toomey. Toomey fakes, pulls up off the front of the rim. Rebound, McGriff. Davis finds Cleveland top of the key. Now down low to McGriff. McGriff goes up and rolls that one in. 30-20. Just enough touch from Lee there to hit the back iron and have that one fall down. Bruce driving. Falls. And that's going to be a walk.
9:01 to go here in the third. 30-20 Bobcats.
Bruce just trying to change direction there, I think. Fell to the ground, carried the ball with her. Storms. Davis, thought about the mid-range. Storms now to Drinan, back to Storms. 10 seconds on the shot clock, cross court to Davis. Davis telling folks they got to hurry a bit. 5 seconds left in this one. 2 seconds left on the clock, and the Bobcats aren't going to get a shot off. Well, they let it run. I guess Davis did get that last shot off. 2L heading back the other way quickly, and she'll head to the line. Foul on Sydney Cleveland.
Number 11 will shoot. the guard out of Lake St. Louis, Missouri.
Misses. Tough day from the line so far for Aiken. There was 3 of 7. Two-will hits the second.
1 for 2.
30-21. 8 minutes left in the third. Davis back to Storms. Bobcats love to work this shell game with Storms, Davis, and Sidney Cleveland. Cleveland driving in now. Davis. Davis going to pull up for 3. Off the back iron. Rebound McGriff. And 1. Great play from Aaliyah McGriff. Skied for the rebound. Went up quickly. Earned the foul and the bucket. Tasia Wright coming in for Aaron Drinan.
Number 21, McGriff will shoot. Senior from Sewanee, Georgia.
She's been relatively quiet today, but it hits the free throw. 3-point play for Aaliyah.
33-21 Bobcats, 7:50 to go in the third.
Give Aaliyah 6 points now on the day. 2-will. Toomey back to 2-will. Two-will for 3. Banked it in. Second time today the Pacers have had some help off the glass. 33-24. Aiken now 4 of 17 from behind the arc. Oh, you got a wedgie. Stuck right up there. Lee McGriff going to get it out. I think that might be our first wedgie all year.
Ball did not want to come down.
Possession arrow pointing the direction of the Pacers. Both teams a little confused as to how that ended up happening. Either way, Pacer ball. 33-24. Waters working hard down low. Chandler going to pull up. She continues to struggle from the floor. Another offensive rebound, though, for the Pacers. And a foul down low as Waters works on to Asia Wright. Wright's going to get a foul. 4th foul for Tasia. So Drinan will come in and try to defend Waters. Chandler. Back to 2-will. 2-will made a move. Got to the lane, kicked it out. Now Bruce brings it on the floor. Cleveland on 2-will. Cleveland reaching in. Got the ball away for a second, but recovered by 2-will. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Chandler drives. Drinan's there and gets the block. Good play by the 6'2 Bobcat. Cleveland on the wing. Davis up top, now down low to McGriff. McGriff with a turn, hit it. Fakes one way, spun the other, hit the jumper.
35-24, Bobcats on top. 6 to go in the third.
Aaliyah now with 8 points. She's had a good third quarter so far. Waters on the baseline, guarded by Drinan. Bobcats calling for a double dribble, and they'll get it. Waters picked it up and put it down too many times.
Bobcats take possession of the ball with number 23, Davis.
Griff takes the ball near the baseline. Back around it goes. Cleveland from the corner for 3, short. And she went for the rebound, did just enough to throw Marissa Bruce off kilter. Bobcats hold on to the ball. Clock resets. 35-24 score. Inbounded to Cleveland. Storms back over to Cleveland. Two-Will doing a nice job defending Sydney so far. Down low to McGriff. McGriff with a matchup and an easy layup for her. McGriff about 6'1". Backing down on Marissa Bruce, who's just 5'9", the freshman from Decula. Unable to handle the Bobcat senior. Leah really taking off in quarter number 3. That one knocked away and out of play. Storms did a nice job of getting a hand in there. Clock down to 12. Storms will head out. In comes Tarver. Marissa Bruce checks out for the Pacers. And Sade Johnson comes in, and that will be our media timeout. We're under 5 in quarter number 3. 4:55 left on the clock in the third quarter. Bobcats up 13.
Technologies, careers, society, it is impossible to predict the future. The jobs of tomorrow may not even exist today. At Georgia College, you will learn to be a critical thinker, to develop new ideas and out-of-the-box solutions, because those are the kind of lifelong skills you'll need in a rapidly changing world. The way we see it, it's not really about what you know, it's about how you think. Georgia College, your public liberal arts university.
.4:55 to go here in the third quarter. Bobcats up 37-24. 9-4 Bobcat lead in the third quarter. Sam Jones with the call.
Thank you very much, Connor. Bobcats, like you said, up 13. Aaliyah McGriff, big part of that right now in the third quarter. She's got 8 points so far in this one. A couple key rebounds as well. Leading scorer for the Bobcats. Got started late today, but doing a nice job so far. Chandler driving in, kicks it out. Shot from Howard. No good. Might have been tipped. Back the other way come the Bobcats. Tarver back out to Davis. Davis down low to McGriff. McGriff on Waters off the glass and in. Lee McGriff, too much for the Pacers to handle right now. 13 points on the night for her. She's 6 of 7 from the floor.
39-24 Bobcat lead.
Chandler works around a screen, drives in, Drynen's there, and Drynen fouls Chandler. Third team foul for the Bobcats. Only the first foul in the day for Drynen. Yona Wesley checked in, by the way, during that media timeout for the Bobcats, number 24. Armstrong State transfer, and Chandler misses the free throw. In comes Sydney Cleveland for Brianna Davis. And on the Pacer side, Star Toomey checks in. Out goes Emily Waters. Second free throw is good, 39-25. Pacers so far from charity stripe tonight, just 4 of 9. Not good enough from the Pacers so far. Cleveland now down low to Drynen in the corner. Three-pointer hit by Kiana Wesley. Wesley's first touch of the day is a good one. And the first three for the Bobcats, I believe, since the first quarter.
And they turned out to a hot three strapped in the first.
McGriff playing good defense. Now down low, Drynen on Toomey. Toomey misses short. Two-Will gets the rebound and will head to the line. Another offensive rebound for the Pacers.
And they'll send number 12.
Tua so far the leading scorer for Aiken as she makes her first. Give her 8 points on the night. 8 points, couple rebounds and an assist. A few Bobcats checking in as McGriff heads out. Dale Attaway comes in for Leah.
Makes both, but Bobcats still has now a commanding 42-27 lead.
Tarver working around Two-Will. Tried to get it in to Attaway, and it somehow popped back out to Drynan. Misses the short jumper. Attaway with the rebound, though. 44-27. Attaway's first time on the board. She's got 2. Two-Will. Bounce pass down low. Another bounce pass. This one intercepted by Sydney Cleveland. Bobcats have played good defense so far today. Forcing a few turnovers. I believe that's 10 now for the Pacers. Driving in is Tarver and 1.
Nice right-handed basket there.
See her cut in here. Comes from the baseline, uses her body well, shields the ball. Right-handed layup, earns the foul. Chance for the Bobcats to go up 20. Free throw misses. Still an excellent play from Shea Tarver to get the bucket.
They have to settle at 19. Aiken brings it up.
2:25 left in the third quarter. Bobcats have pulled away in this one. Long way to go, though. Chandler driving in. Now back out for 3. Off the rim, no good. Rebound by Toomey. She walked with it, though, when she picked it out of the air.
2:12 to go into there. 46-27 Bobcats.
15 offensive rebounds for the Pacers. 11 turnovers now for the Pacers as well. Delaney Rotolo in for the Bobcats. Rotolo gets the ball in the corner, drives in, works it back out. In the middle, Cleveland. Cleveland working around. Now Rotolo going to pull up for 3, just missed it. As soon as Delaney gets the ball, she's going up just about no matter what. Has maybe not had the output she'd want so far today, though. Still yet to hit a field goal. Foul here on Shea Tarver. Puts Aiken in the bonus.
Johnson will shoot 2 here for the Pacers.
She's 0 for 2 from the line so far today. 1 for 3.
Should get another shot here to help Aiken out.
Just missed the second. Hit every part of the glass and rim. Came out anyway. 46-28 still. Down low to Cleveland. Ball slipped through her hand and doesn't matter anyway. It's an offensive foul on Dale Attaway. It's her second. Pacers reset. Trying to get a play going. Bruce looking for anyone. Finds Chandler. Chandler working around the screen from Toomey. Drives in, blocked. Attaway gets the block. Bobcats still have defense to play. 2 seconds left on the shot clock. 3 ball. Off the rim. Rebound Sydney Cleveland. Cleveland will slow things down. Shea Tarver. A minute left on the clock. Rotolo down low to Attaway. Rotolo. 15 seconds left on the clock for the Bobcats. 46-28. Wesley working around. Now Rotolo on the far side. Thrown back to Tarver, who has to take a long 3 and hit it! How about that? An NBA three from Shea Tarver.
Straight down the middle, put the Bobcats up to a commanding 49-28 lead.
Big three from Tarver, who had no other choice with the clock running down.
20 on the clock.
Hit that one from a long way. Driving in, drop down low to Toomey. Great pass from Marissa Bruce. 49-30, 6 seconds left. Tarver might as well just pull up again. Tarver has it taken away, and Rotolo, did she foul her? Rotolo fouled the Aiken player, I think, before the clock went off. If that's the case, should be free throws for the Pacers.
Players are still on the court. And, yeah, it will be a foul.
Yep, Delaney's first.
So they reset the clock to .3.
Man, it's a rough foul. Fortunately, Bobcats up 19. You can spare a couple points here. It's Marissa Bruce to the line. Makes the first. Some cheap points for the Pacers late.
One more quarter to go, 10 minutes after the 0.3 seconds of play.
49-32. What kind of play they have drawn up for 0.3 seconds? Nothing much. Couldn't expect too much there. 49-32, though, the Bobcats rolling away in quarter number 3, a 17-point advantage. See if they can finish off the Pacers here in a few moments. We're back for the fourth quarter here on the Bobcat Broadcast Network. Stay with us, folks. Ten minutes left in this one. Bobcats up 17 as we begin the fourth quarter. 49-32 the score. Georgia College has controlled things from the outset, jumped up to a 10-0 lead, or a 10-point lead rather, early. 12-2 was the score. If the Bobcats hit 4 straight threes to start things off. And I've carried that for the rest of the way. Aiken's been as close as 8. Now trail by 17. Sydney Cleveland drops it down low to Storms. Now 1 second left on the clock. Cleveland's three no good. Taken away by Chandler. Tuel back to Chandler. Bruce around the screen. Well defended by Aaliyah McGriff. Chandler to Bruce. Bruce driving in, right-handed layup, no good. McGriff with a rebound, her third of the night. She's got 13 points, 3 rebounds. Drops down low, good pass from Aaliyah, and Wright is fouled. Good cut from Tasia Wright. Earns a trip to the line. She's 2 for 2 there so far today. 6 points on the day for Tasia. Got in a bit of foul trouble early on. 4 fouls. Haven't seen much of her since then.
Bobcats will look to get some free points here at 8:57 to go in the game.
Tasia hits the first.
That puts Bobcats over the 50 mark, 50-32.
(51-32). 19-point advantage once again for Georgia College.
I believe that's the biggest lead of the night for the Bobcats.
And Kiana Storm's going to get pegged with a foul. Referee saying she stuck her arm out a bit too much while harassing Chandler. It's her first. Tasia Wright checks out, by the way. In comes Dale Attaway. Chandler, top of the key, across the floor to Tuel. Tuel driving in. Out to Vega. Vega needed a couple more inches of height. A little too high for Cecilia Vega. 12th turnover of the day for the Pacers.
8:30 to go in the game. Bobcats bring it up. 51-32.
And a bad pass there from Kenyatta. Tried to fit it through too many people. Taken away by the Pacers, and now fight for it down low. And somehow it squeaks out to Tuel. And now giving right back to the Bobcats. Storms with the ball in her hands. I think McGriff might have poked that one away. Bobcats might want to slow things down here. I think they will. And offensive foul on Toomey. Having trouble handling Aaliyah McGriff. Her second foul of the day. Bobcats will inbound from behind the basket.
8:04 to go in the game.
Davis thought about a deep three. Would have been gutsy if she did. Now McGriff, turnaround jumper. Smooth as you want it. 15 points now for Leah McGriff. So good with the back to the basket. Just an easy turnaround for Leah there. She's 7 of 8 from the floor. She had a great shooting day. Down low to Toomey. Attaway guarding Toomey and blocked. Pack City. As Attaway just crushed that one. Man, oh man, see right here. Right-handed swat from Dale Attaway. And Toomey's got a little bit of height on her as well. Attaway only about 5'11". Toomey at 6'2".
Bobcats with a 21-point lead.
Davis cutting in off the break, up and in. 55-32. Bobcats taking off now.
23 points. I believe that's the largest of the day. Here is 6:50 in the fourth.
Tuel air balls it, and did it skip off the Bobcat? No, it skipped off the Pacer. Georgia College ball. Emily Waters comes in for Toomey. And Shayla Baldwin makes her first appearance for the Pacers. As Lanisha Lee looks ready to check in just a moment too, by the way. Attaway up top. Cleveland in the corner. Bobcats taking their time now with each possession. Cleveland driving in. Got the bucket, but the foul happened before she was able to get the shot off. Foul credited to Vega. It's her first. Aaliyah McGriff comes out of the game and comes to Asia Wright. Storms. I'll throw this one pretty far, and Davis tried to throw it back. I don't think she had to. Bobcats kept the ball, though. Sorry, Connor. Go ahead.
I was going to say that right there. Bobcats keep the ball.
A little bit of luck as Wright goes up with it, misses it. Attaway with the rebound, no good. And Wright picked up the pieces and got fouled. Foul is going to be credited to Shayla Baldwin. Her first, and timeout taken. 6:04 left on the clock. Bobcats up 23, 55-32 the score. Back with the rest of the fourth quarter when we come back in just a moment.
La 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 la, I love you so. I love you, I love you. La 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 la, la 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 la.
We're here.
Yay!
It's a short drive from your neighborhood to your naturehood. To find a neighborhood park or green space near you, visit discovertheforest.org.
Hey, Banks. Have a seat and let me make you uncomfortable. Up those grades, son, or the only position you'll be playing in college is sitting on me. You're still awake? Have a seat on old Mr. Bench. At least your buns will fall asleep.
Is this the one about the high school hotshot who gets benched in college?
Hey, man, T, move down.
It's a tearjerker!
(55-32), Bobcats lead, 6:04 to go in the game. And we close it out here from Centennial Center.
Storm's taking her time. Cutting in now. Back out to Tarver into right, almost taken away. Scrambled a bit. The ball still in the hands of the Bobcats. Tarver going to pull it for a long jumper. No good. Rims out. But right ends up with the ball, and another foul on the floor. Credited to Shayla Baldwin.
Free throws will be shot here.
Taja's had a good game so far. She's got 6 points. Excuse me, I believe that's 8 points.
Keep that 8 here. Let's see if she makes it 9.
8 points, 4 rebounds on the day for Taja, making 9. 5 of 6 from the line.
56-32 with 5:34 to go in the game.
Chandler finds Vega. Pacers don't seem in too much of a hurry right now. Down 24. 5 seconds left to shoot. Long three from Chandler, no good. Rebound by Bruce, and she collided with her own player. Shayla Baldwin took a knock. I think a Bobcat reached a hand in there as well. Sydney Cleveland picks up her 3rd foul. A whole bunch of collisions going on there, Connor.
Definitely. And Aiken will shoot here.
Pacers continue to struggle from the line. No good from Bruce.
It's looking like Aiken will continue their struggles within the Peach Belt Conference. Coming in today 0-8.
Yeah, the Pacers do fall here an 0-9 record. Now Reed one, and Hadaway once again gets the block. Another huge one from Dale. Once again, getting the right hand up, and this time it's Waters on the receiving end. Did we have a foul on the floor there? I think we did. Canada Storms may have worked on somebody. No, foul's going to be credited to Delana Rotolo, her 2nd. Try it again, 56-32. Inbound to Chandler. Now down to Waters. Waters working on Attaway, and that time she gets the best of Dale. Nice little back and forth between the two of them.
56-34 Bobcats.
Storms for three. Got it. 59-34. KK's first three of the night.
25 points make that the largest lead of the day for the Bobcats.
Bobcats now 8-25 from behind the arc. And ball goes out of play, Georgia College ball. 8-25, not what we'd expected after that first quarter. It's still pretty respectable from the Bobcats so far today. We've done enough to just take it to Aiken so far in this one. 25-point advantage, timeout taken. Back in a moment on the Bobcat Broadcast Network.
We often get the question, where does the money go? More than 90% of NCAA revenue supports 89 championships and more than 1,100 member schools that give $2.7 billion in scholarships each year. Look around you. There are more than 450,000 student athletes competing every year, succeeding on the field, in the classroom, and in life. Bottom line, we put our money where our mission is.
What you've gained as a student will be just as important to you as what you did as a player. As long as you know that you made the effort to do the best of which you're capable, there's no failure. Success on three.
There are over 400,000 NCAA student athletes. And just about all of us will be going pro in something other than
4:21 to go in the game. Fourth quarter score 10-2. Georgia College trying to finish it off 59-34 overall.
Bobcats continue to roll if they hold on to this one, barring an extreme collapse. Bobcats will be 9 of their last 10. 5 straight wins on the horizon for the Bobcats. It is right pulled up from mid-range. That ball bounced off the head of Shayla Baldwin, and it came right back to the Bobcats, who laid it up.
Way to get 61, point number 61.
Some of those 61 are going to come from some luck, just like that one there. And Vega goes for the reverse layup, no good. Rotolo with the rebound.
Bobcats up by 27.
Rotolo with open space, decided not to pull up this time. Bobcats start the spin cycle. There's a whole bunch of Bobcats circle around now. Rotolo from the corner, got it. Took a while for Delaney to get one, but finally did.
That gives the Bobcats a 30-point advantage, largest lead of the day.
Looks like some of the younger players can be able to check in for a second for the Bobcats. 3 players up off the bench and ready to go, as that's a nice layup from Bradley. He made a good cut, or Baldwin, excuse me, Shayla Baldwin.
Less than 3 to go in the game.
Rotolo saves the errant pass from Tarver. Now Rotolo with space again, got it!
Make that a 31-point advantage.
Like we said, it took a while for Delaney to get going. She was 0 for 3 from behind the arc. Now 2 for 5. All of a sudden. Driving in Chandler, kicked out to Baldwin. Now Waters. Looking for anyone. Waters drives in, and the isolation move works. Went with the right-handed layup from the left side. And got it. A whole bunch of subs coming in now. Boy, oh boy. Connor, you keeping track of this?
Not quite. There's too many of them. Might as well do a whole team swap.
Line exchange almost. We'll go ahead and try to update you on that. Looks like number 3, Christian Copeland checked in. Number 22, Margaret Metz in as well for the Bobcats. Sadie Cleveland in. Dakota Williamson in. And Dale Attaway, the remaining Bobcat.
2 minutes to go in the game. 67-38 Bobcats.
Attaway Tried to get it down low to Williamson, nothing doing. Williamson got fouled, and Williamson will head to the line. I think this might be Williamson's first chance at points as a Bobcat.
I'm sure to see if she can get it on her second go.
She's been to the line one time before. She missed both of them. Still looking for that first NCAA point. Didn't get it. She smiles as she comes back down the court, though, as she missed just about everything there. The rest of the Bobcat bench has a little smirk on their face.
Got 2 minutes to go here in the game to get some final points.
67-38. Across the floor, 3 ball. Got it. That was number 23, Phoenicia Howard. We haven't heard a whole lot from today.
67-41 Bobcats.
Driving in Copeland. Here's Metz for 3, no good. Bobcat bench is ready to explode.
1:31 left in the game. Pacers will take it out.
Lanisha Lee comes in for Milk to Will.
To let it roll, and then the ball will come up.
Johnson trying to find space. And Lee drove in, earned the foul. Foul goes to Sadie Cleveland. It's just her first. 1:20 left in this one. Bobcats have cruised. We'll move to 7-2 in the Peach Belt Conference, 10-5 overall. As soon as this one wraps up. 3 ball no good, rebound by Toomey, and she goes up and gets a foul. And the bucket.
On the other side, Aiken will drop to 0-9 in the Peach Belt Conference, 3-12 overall.
Star Toomey to the line for the second time today. She has 5 points on the night. 5 rebounds as well.
As we mentioned earlier, Georgia College is on a 4-game win streak. Aiken currently on a 9-game losing streak, and this will make it 10.
Connor, I have no idea what just happened there. I think it was some kind of lane violation, which seems a little unnecessary with the game the way it is right now. 24-point contest. A little strange to call a technicality right now.
We're below the minute marker here in the game. 48 on the clock.
67-43. Attaway driving in, right-handed shot up and in. Attaway just powering through.
Make that 69-43.
Driving in Johnson. Johnson collided with a whole bunch of bodies. Now a layup for number 23, Phoenicia Howard. It's had a nice little appearance here in garbage time. A couple of points for her. Back-to-back. Bobcats will just run out the clock this time, I think. 69-45 going to be your final score here from Milledgeville. Bobcats pick up their 10th win of the season, their 5th win in a row. They've won 9 of the last 10, and the Bobcats are rolling, folks. 69-45 the final as Georgia College takes down the Pacers of USC Aiken. And that will wrap things up from our broadcast here for just a moment. We'll be back in just a second with Coach Maurice Smith to talk about the big Bobcat win as the Bobcats blow out the Pacers. Sam Jones here with Coach Mo with the Bobcats. Get a big win, Coach. The 9th win in the last 10 games, 5th straight win. You guys are rolling right now. And it's nice to kind of come in and take care of a team on paper. You guys, it looked like, should have just rolled through, and you guys did just that.
Yeah. And that was the biggest thing, Sam. I just wanted to make sure that they didn't pay attention to the paper, though. They're 0-8 in the conference, but I'm telling you, we see a lot of film, and we do a lot of scouting. That's not an 0-8 team or 0-9 team, you know. Their best player is injured. Another good player for them is injured. So, you know, they're two good players away from having a winning record, to be honest with you. But they do a good job. They play hard. I think Coach Miller does a phenomenal job with them, getting the buy-in to what he's trying to do. And so we knew we was going to have to scrap it out a little bit. We knew they were going to probably zone us the whole time. And that was a good game plan. And we settled for way too many threes in the first half. 17 threes in the first half. That's not our basketball. I mean, we got to get it inside out. We can shoot the three, there's no doubt about it. I think we probably this is one of the most balanced teams I've had, but we got to work inside out, and we did a much better job. Second half, rebound. Second half, offensive execution. Second half, I thought the energy on the defense picked up too.
The defense is phenomenal all game. It seemed like, again, Pacers ended up with, I think, about 20% shooting from the field. It's kind of a theme with you guys. You guys are very, very good defensively. What's kind of made you all that way this year?
Yeah, well, that's a staple of our program, we feel like. You know, I play for Coach Sellers, and I work for Coach Sellers. I work for a good coach and Coach Carrick, and you know I've learned a lot from those guys over the years. And so that's been a Georgia College thing. You know, I think it's been a Georgia College thing on the guys and girls. That's a point of emphasis. It's, you know, we shoot the ball well. That's really great, but it all stems from us getting stops. You know, we got to get stops first. You know, we got to get stops. We can push it and get some easy layups. It's just the karma of the game, I think. When you get stops defensively and you got some good players offensively, good things happen.
Well, good things happen today. Bobcats roll through Aiken, 69-45 the final score. Coach, thanks for joining us.
Hey, thanks on the win. Appreciate it. Thank you, Sam.
Yes, sir. Once again, final score 69-45. The Bobcat women roll through the Pacers. And we're just about ready to go. We're about 21 minutes away from men's team taking on the Pacers. Going to have a good matchup there. It'll be interesting to see what the Pacers bring to Centennial Center floors. The Bobcats picked up a big win the other day against Lander. See if they can get things back on track after a couple of losses prior to that win. We'll see what happens. About 20 minutes from tip time. We'll be back with you in just a few on the Bobcat Broadcast Network as the Bobcat men take on the USC Aiken Pacers.